South Africa has been governed by men and women that are full of emotions and low on common sense. That is one of the reasons why we find ourselves in this mess. Listen to one of those men.
So about what Operation Dudula has been doing, trying to block access to healthcare from particularly illegal immigrants. Is that a big concern for you?
It is.
As the Premier here in the
It is. I'm of the strong view that we have either mismanaged or delayed to deal with the issue of undocumented citizens. And I don't think that we can resolve it by either closing clinics or chasing away and other things. We need to dive deep to the problems. How, as a country, we have to respond to this matter. And I don't think that we have put the necessary energy on this particular matter. It's a serious problem. And Gauteng, we are the bearers of these huge numbers, purely because of our economic position. So to think that we can resolve it by chasing people from either clinics or other areas, I don't think is a correct approach. That's the approach that it's a symptom. We have to dig dive deeper to this problem and attend to it.
Just imagine that. Chasing people who are in the country illegally is not the proper approach, huh? So based on this logic, if you come into my home without my permission, chasing you out of my home would not be a proper approach. Yeah, no? Anyway, of greater importance to me is this part.
Without a proper solution, we're looking at a ticking time bomb here.
It is.
I mean, the minister in the presidency just the other day spoke about the redacted national security strategy, which was warning that the uncontrolled movement of refugees and asylum seekers can trigger, among others, acts of terror. I mean, if we're not addressing this, we don't know what we're going to be dealing with in the future.
Indeed, indeed.
Right? Is that not obvious? Well, to my surprise, Panyaza knows very well the damage that his party has done. Listen to this.
Indeed, it's a big problem. I mean, I went to one informal settlement in Swani. I've never, 75% or so of people that are staying there that don't have documents, don't have the right to be in our country, and are there. And they've got what we call parallel government system. They run their own electricity system, their own water system, and they also run their own security system. And we can't tolerate that. I mean, if we're
How are they allowed to just set up homes like that?
Purely because, as I said, they've managed to bypass the system, basically. And that's the reason why they're in the country. And then that's the reason why they can offer those alternative services that need to be provided by government. So that is what I'm saying. If you are going to tackle it in that piecemeal attitude, I don't think we'll win.
So basically, according to Panyaza Lesufi, he has been to an informal settlement where the majority of the people in that settlement are foreigners who are in the country illegally. He knows that those people have set up their own water and electrical sources. So in essence, Panyaza Lesufi, along with his ANC leaders, have actually thrown in the towel. They can't think of any method to get rid of this problem. Guys, do you see how pathetic the ANC members are? Do you see it? He has actually just given up. He wants to come up with a mechanism or plan to deal with the illegal immigrants, the people that enter the country illegally. Those ones. Those are the ones he doesn't know how to deal with. Huh? The people who broke the laws of the nation by entering the country without permission. He doesn't know what to do with those same people. Really? Yet we are supposed to vote for him. We are supposed to entrust our province and nation to him and his fellow comrades. Really, guys? Wow.
We frown upon people that are in our country that we don't know who they are, where they stay, how they came here, what are they doing on a daily basis, and they're just roaming around our province. We really believe it's a situation that must not be tolerated nor encouraged, and we need to find an everlasting solution. Piecemeal solutions that are currently being deposited in the public space, I really believe that are not going to assist us.
So he believes that the people calling for illegal foreigners to be excluded from our schools and hospitals are going about it the wrong way. They should basically just sit back and wait for Panyaza and his comrades to come up with a plan. This guy believes that we can't use the normal legal frameworks. He believes we need an abnormal approach to the management of our migrant crisis.
We need to move with speed to tackle it. Unfortunately, we have to take unpopular decisions, and we have to liaise with those that we believe that can assist us to work with, which is our neighboring countries and other institutions that they need to accept that it has reached a stage in which it can be managed through normal legal frameworks, that we need an extra abnormal approach to manage it and to deal with it and to resolve it finally. Or else we're going to really plunge our country into a serious disaster.
I think Operation Dudula and the March and March people will agree with these out-of-touch politicians, don't you think? Those people have taken abnormal measures that are outside the legal framework, have they not? Guys, this is really not rocket science. Execute the law and strengthen the borders. What is so difficult about patrolling our borders and releasing our military to continuously patrol the borders? What's so difficult? Anyone entering the country illegally should think twice and thrice and even 1,000 times before even attempting. South Africa is the only country within the whole continent of Africa that is so lenient towards this thing of illegal foreigners being served. Zimbabwe has a country in shambles, and even their own citizens are paying the government to get service in hospitals. There's no free stuff in Zimbabwe. But Zimbabweans can cross the border illegally, come here to get free stuff. Like it or not, the ANC is useless, guys. This is one of the most shameful things that I've ever seen. And us voting for the ANC shows how uninformed we are. We need to do better. We need better leaders. This is really not complicated. We have laws that need to be followed in the country, but our problem is a lack of political will to enforce the existing laws. It is the corrupt state employees that take bribes from these criminals. The fact is, illegal immigrants are simply as good as criminals. Our problem is our own people who accept bribes from these criminals. Take a look at this.
The situation is this morning, Bahlali. Ama-leaders like 18 requested umuntu ukuthi bacela ubone ID, and she produced your green barcoded ID book. Makacelwa ukuthi ucela confirm i-ID number ngoba yakhe angithi she couldn't wabiza i-number wrong. Makuyenzwa i-investigation kwatholakala ukuthi it's not even her ID. Yabona upaste isithombe iqhaqhiwe la i-ID lena ekamalevu Pretty Lindiwe. If anyone was Malevu Pretty Lindiwe, please notify her ukuthi her ID is being used by a foreign national. Even worse, uthe makabuzwa wazenza umuntu ofonelayo ufonela ubaba wabaleka wagijimiswa wabaleka uphelele ngale wakhuluma ukuthi yebo uyithengile wabaleka uphelele ngasemashop makagijimiswa abahlali. So sicela nisitholele umnikazi we-ID. And then yena umkhonyovu lo, she has been taking a medication since 2022 using this ID from 2022. So can you imagine bahlali ukuthi zingakhe ezinye izinto azenzile nge-ID yomunye umntwana ethengiwe? It's not fair bahlali. So ukuthi siqedeni lezi zinto lezi bahlali asenzeni ama-smart card.
And for the record, lo muntu lo kusho ukuthi kuthiwa uthatha i-treatment uthola ukuthi lo muntu lo akaguli or uphethwe ukugula mara she can't access medication due to identity fraud.
Exactly. The owner of the ID yena niyabona ukuthi kuzoba nzima ukuthi if asithola agula she can't get medication or angeke akwazi ukwenza ezinye izinto because her ID is being used for a fraud, because this is fraud. This is fraud, Bahlali.
Imagine that. The hospital employees keep on accepting this nonsense. This is unacceptable, fellow citizens. They broke the laws to enter the country. That wasn't enough. They continue to break laws while in the country. They benefit from the system in illegal ways, and we are supposed to be more humane. We are supposed to be kind, to be compassionate. Nonsense. When will these people fight their own politicians from their own home countries in order to get them to change their ways if South Africa keeps on funding their healthcare? What reason do they have to fix their country if they have what they need in a nation they entered illegally? What's the incentive there?
And this hospital You come here, you get treated for free. And by the way, children of politicians in Kenya come here to be treated for free instead of building hospitals in Kenya. Look, everything is free, including ambulance service.
This is a pediatric clinic, the clinic for children. Pande mahali watoto wanatibiwa.
Looks beautiful.
South Africa has been making it easy for corrupt leaders of Africa. They need to be arrested and deported. Patrol the borders. What illegal foreigners are doing is illegal. It is wrong. And we need to make it so hard for illegal foreigners to live in South Africa. Legal foreigners can reside here by all means. But if you are here illegally, no mercy. If you think that what I'm saying is xenophobic and evil, tell us in the comment section how much compassion and patience you would have towards someone who jumps over your gate, gets into your house without your permission, uses your bed and bathroom, eats your food and adds to your electricity and water bill. Anyway, that's it for today. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and if you want to support the work that we do, please feel free to join our channel membership. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Katlego. This is Citizen Concerned. And until next time, beware of the comrades.